This episode of the Infinite Thinking Machine is sponsored by Q, the K-12 High-Speed Network, and the San Francisco School of Digital Filmmaking. Woohoo!
So hello, welcome to ITM Live. I am Bill Selleck, and with me are the Bedley Brothers. Welcome, Bedley Brothers.
Thank you.
Thanks
for having us.
Well, thanks for having on the show.
We're glad to have you on our show today.
Right. So let's get this out of the way right away. You guys are actually brothers, right? It's not just a clever name?
Yeah, we're not sisters.
We have the same mother and father, and we are genetically different, though, as you can see. He's skinny and I'm thick.
Nice.
Kind of got the Laurel Hardy thing going on a little bit.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about what the Bedley Brothers show is.
You know, Tim, why don't you talk about it this time?
Okay. We're just both very passionate about education. We love kids. We love teaching, and we wanted to share some ideas, and we started sharing some ideas through a podcast, and we thought this is not as much fun as what we should be having, and that's talking to other educators. And so we just started connecting with other people and saying, hey, you want to come and talk to us about education and share it with whoever decides to watch. And so just kind of went from there.
Nice. Who have been some of your favorite people? Who comes to mind?
Well, that Bill Selleck guy.
She was just
Janine.
here.
Where's Janine?
You know, everyone has brought some really amazing ideas to the show. So I think what's most
Chris
powerful.
was awesome.
Chris is our first guest.
Our very first guest.
Janine,
there she is.
What's powerful is hearing all these different voices on education with different perspectives, and I really like that, and it challenges me and inspires me, and hopefully some other teachers out there. So.
Definitely. It was a treat to have. I'm a huge fan of Out of My Mind. I'm reading that book again with my class right now, and it's a life-changing book. It's not just a read aloud. And so to get to actually have a discussion about that book with the author of the book, Sharon Draper, I was like shaken. I couldn't believe I was actually talking to her.
That's really cool. How did your students respond to that?
To the interview?
Yeah.
I haven't shown it to him yet because I'm in the middle of the book. So you know how it is, like if you're going to go see something at a historical site, if you learn about it first and then you go see it, then it's much more special. So I'm waiting until I finish the book with my kids, and then I'm going to show them the interview that be like, whoa, you got to talk to her? Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
we've had some fun times talking to people off air too.
Yeah.
The National Teacher of the Year for 2013, he was sharing a story about when he was introduced by President Barack Obama, and Barack Obama kind of flubbed his name, and he shared the part where he's like, do I correct the president, or do I not correct the president? His last name's
Charbonneau. Which he must not be a baseball fan, because JoJo Charbonneau, I mean, we all know who he is, right?
No. Do you guys know who they're talking about?
Yeah, Cleveland Indians. You guys know Joe Charbonneau, don't you?
Yeah.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, so just getting a chance. For me, one of the guests that kind of was really amazing to talk to was Susan Cain, because I'd seen her TED Talk and read her book about introversion, and it was something that, in a Common Core classroom, it's a lot of collaboration, a lot of talking, a lot of movement, and I really think there's a lot of students out there that need to not only learn how to be quiet and learn in quiet spaces, but also to provide that quiet at times for students that aren't so extroverted and out there. So to hear her perspective as really one of the field experts in that area was just awesome. So
yeah, definitely aha for me. I mean, you think you've got teaching figured out and that you know what you're doing, and then somebody like that comes along and just it's like a punch in the face in a good way. It's like, there's a lot of kids out there that you're going to devastate them by treating them like all the other kids, that they're extroverts, and so that was definitely an eye-opener for me too, is getting to talk to her.
Have you guys had conversations like this with your own students after some of your interviews? Does it spark? I'm sure that it affects the way that you teach and you approach your students. Are you having similar conversations with your students about that afterwards?
Yeah, I mean, I do. After that interview, I went back to my class and I said, hey, you guys, let's think about ways that we can just honor people and their different ways they approach life. And it may be their choice or not their choice, but let's honor those different ways. And how can we do that? Let's look at, and I give an example of extroverts. extroversion and introversion, then explain that to them a little bit. And you know, you could see the introverted students who don't obviously always answer, shoot up their hands first, just kind of starting to feel this like, he gets me now.
Validation.
Yeah. So it's those little moments happen throughout the year just based on those conversations.
It's really cool.
I don't talk to my kids, so.
Well, yeah.
Sarcasm.
Yeah.
Bill, what has been your favorite show?
My favorite show was probably the one I was on.
Yeah.
That was a good time. We had a good time together.
We like that one.
Yeah. What's been your favorite ITM live show so far?
You know, the one with Ramsey was the best.
Where he's like, got the green screen. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's awesome. This is a
I
live
actually
green
have
screen.
watched most of them, but right now on camera, I can't tell you which one was my favorite.
This one's our first. Is this the very first ITM live? So the answer has to be this one.
Oh,
this
of course.
This is the only ITM live or live. Am I saying it wrong the whole
Might
time?
be my least favorite, actually.
Yeah, it used to be Q Live, but now it's ITM Live.
Gotcha.
ITM being Infinite Thinking Machine. Yeah. So we are. This is the only one, and it's happening live. There is no archive.
Hi, everybody.
So-
Hey, Craig Yen in the audience.
Yes.
Shout out at Craig Yen. Follow him on Twitter if you're not. He's awesome.
Yeah. So I know we just got started with our Q conference. Anything stick out with you guys so far? Memorable moments?
Gosh, I mean, when I was in the Minecraft session that was at 11, it was about 100 seats and about, sorry Fire Marshal, about 500 people packed in there wanting to learn about Minecraft. And it was a great overview. And just getting this started, it's so exciting. I mean, we've been talking about this and how excited we are to just connect with the people that we don't always get to see, that we know online or whatever. So I think that's been the fun part for me.
Tim, anything?
Sandwich stop so far, yeah. You guys got to hit up the sandwich stop. It's the line's out the door, man. Besides that, you know, I've only been to one session today. Learned a little bit about Minecraft and how I can start using that with my kids. And, you know, there's just so much to learn here. It's just awesome. So love being here.
Very cool. Well, I think we need to do one thing before we end. We have our little Q Underground thing going.
Yeah.
And you're not wearing the shirt. I was a little disappointed. You want to tell them a little about the shirt?
Well, if you're watching out there live, and you're at the conference, or not at the conference, it's Selfies with Selick. And so, so we got this little Q Underground thing going where we're trying to do fun things.
There we are.
Okay.
Can you get one with all of us? Are your arms long enough? You got to flip it though. We're looking at.
There's a nice picture of the lights out there.
I got a Voxer right at that moment. I didn't see the filter.
Yeah. That's still the wrong way.
I'm definitely not a tech.
High tech.
There we go.
Oh, and I got
And that's video.
A video.
That's awesome. All right. Awesome.
Here it is.
All right,
Selfie with Selick.
So if anyone wants to catch out Bedley Brothers, where can they find you guys on the internet?
Well, YouTube and my website, timbedley.com, is where we house all the archives. And we're also on Stitcher, iTunes. What else?
Just
Automatic.
Google us.
The Bedley Brothers.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys so much, Scott, Tim, Bedley Brothers, for joining us.
Thanks, Bill.
Good times. Do you remember what you said? You're supposed to say, I am the infinite thinking machine.
Oh, yeah. And you're like lip syncing it or something? I am the infinite thinking machine. There's my next door neighbor.
It is live.
Hey, kitty.
Hey, this is an amazing experience. And so if you're out there watching at home, you're hashtag not at Q14.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. Had
Thanks,
a good
Bill.
time chatting with you.
It was fun talking.
Looking for more great ideas? Check out infiniteThinking.org to catch all previous episodes, as well as links to everything featured in this show. And if you've got mad love for the ITM, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And remember, you are the infinite thinking machine.
You are the infinite thinking machine.